Who will be the one to bring this?
We are the inheritors of memory, those who grew alongside Sun, and those who forged our own destiny, and that is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Huh. There's a lot.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon. Take a seat, everybody. All right, that should do it for now. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone—
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its power.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the—
Of course. I still have patience.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right, all right. We might not see eye to eye. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll fit.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction.
Huh? No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but
Mulani told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. Even then, it took centuries of solving, and still, this is but a superficial victory.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is immediately after the war. Our calculations estimated that at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our civilization was dying. Our faith, if we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure since the plan was mentioned in those memories. But there's still something I don't understand. Those Huh? But that doesn't make any sense!
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. A god can extend a human's life by using but, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons, the goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of—
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one after your adventure in the Night Kingdom. I trust you've—
So in other words, you always—
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have— The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from— Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night King.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring—
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence— So, I've tried my best to help them from this. Currently, Shalonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the That's also why I haven't been able to take action to—
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too, just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor—
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes—
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only— I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyatt. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual. You're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, right!
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still, after all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk. In addition to their sentimental value, the item—
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of content on their own. Each item's power is limited. By burning those items, I was able to activate the content. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power—
But aren't they all precious treasure? That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what—
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually, and then it would only be a matter of time. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or if they knew those items helped save the present-day hero—
Even when you put it that way.
There's no need. Remember the people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. If you still have regrets, let them— Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms.
Well, we'd still like to return.
Well, if that's the case, now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory, and we could all use the rest, that's for sure.
Still,
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. All right. You should head.
When I was young, I used to say, they attract people from all walks of life. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. It's been really nice seeing the children of my tribe get older. I've witnessed their energy, their determination. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy. My rage will— But you came to me because you knew you— I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to— Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right—
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make. We will do everything we can to rebuild the trust, even across time. We will all do our part.
Yeah, Mom's right. Well, oh, seriously though, Dad?
I imagine he did. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Arconte.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone. The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this?
We are the inheritors of memory, those who grew alongside Sun, and those who forged our own destiny, and that is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here. It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others.
Well, you two had a fight.
She didn't cause any trouble during your
Yeah, she was super helpful.
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make...
But do you really have to go that far?
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain. I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind... In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team.
I had no choice. My friend and...
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer when he insisted on repaying the favor. What was I supposed to do?
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone...
I'm really sorry, Kachina.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way...
So,
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition.
Serves you all right.
All right. There's no need to be, dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends. This traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strongest people. They've agreed to let me learn from them. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the Traveler. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So...
Well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it feel? To be honest, it's a bit of... Well, you better get used to it! Next up, undefeated... Hey, please don't make fun.
My apologies. Everything comes at a price, and if you cling too tightly to your goal. But in any case, I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear.
Now, at previous victory feasts, you don't... It does feel weird seeing you so... Is this another... Well, Paimon agrees with the Traveler. You're right. Enough doom and gloom. All right, Kachina. Don't be. Come on, you're the...
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave. Anyway, my sister's...
Oh, we actually ran into her on the way...
Yeah, I'm planning on visiting. The Abyss has likely sensed your arrival in Natlan by now.
You're here. Have some...
How did you know?
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away, because they had their own life. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, you could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go... I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with... Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Or... of course, without me. But...
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room.
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my from what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude she played an instrumental role in rebuilding the... Still, it was an impressive achievement. You feel lost keenly. This is a war. And there can be no war without loss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon. And the weight of their...
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way...
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms, even if the future ends in destruction. And it's precisely because we humans cannot know. This is a pivotal moment. Well, 3, to be precise. There's one further hero. Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is... If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support...
Ancient names can be for...
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are... The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before, but...
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost... Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent. As for you, I must confess...
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn... You don't have much time, and...
I'm beginning to see just how useful you heard something from here.
Something else you'd like to ask? Well, our intel suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet. Although Kanich is investigating. I'm getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of willingness. If you learn anything about this during your adventures... Something else you'd like to ask? Well, our intel suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet. Although Kenichi's I'm getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of— If you learn anything about this during your something else. The Abyss is the most formidable enemy in all of Teyvat. In the beginning, it took all of the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based— It's the same for the method we use here in Natlan. Ever since— As for the principles behind it— something else you'd like to ask? That also comes down to the long-standing effects of the Abyss. Our people's survival is inextricable, but their power has its limits. They cannot offer our people the same degree of protection outside. Everyone in Natlan understands this. That's why our people never leave without a good cause, and the Wyab have always been very strict about granting that approval. Since extending— Still, there's no need to worry. The Wyab extend— something else you'd like to ask?
I've been through so much. Are you still feeling unwell?
Nope, all better now. I bet you guys must be tired though.
All right, Kachina. Don't be.
My apologies. Everything comes at a price if you cling too tight. But in any case, I wonder how long—
It's rare to meet Anyway.
Oh, we actually ran into her.
Yeah. The Abyss has likely sensed your—
It cost us a lot, but there'll be even tougher challenges coming our— That includes you, Paimon.